Hello everyone, it's Alexis here and welcome back to my florist YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys kind of like a life update, and I'm also going to be making a flower arrangement. Without further ado, let's get into it and let's make a beautiful flower arrangement. So for today's arrangement, I've got like some soft muted colors, and then I was gonna do like some pops of like purple. I've got this really beautiful orchid that I want to utilize. I used it in a previous video and now I just have like half cut orchids sitting out. So I'm trying to like use them up and just make sure I'm getting my money's worth out of my orchids, because these orchids are very expensive. They were like $25 a stem. I'm going to be arranging in a 6x6 clear cylinder vase today. I feel like these are the types of vases that you would have at home. So I think for the next like couple videos, I'm gonna try to be using just some clear vases and things that you would like realistically see. And I was gonna do like a tape grid, but instead I think I'm gonna use this floral cage today. So these are nice egg cages that you can put on top of your vase like this and just tape it down so that way it doesn't move around. But this is like a nice floral foam alternative. And when you get this, it comes in two halves. Like you have to put this together to make the egg. I'm gonna just lay that right on top. I'm gonna take a piece of tape, I'm gonna tape it down and across. And I'm actually not gonna tape like right in the center. I'm gonna tape a little bit off to the side so that way I can add flowers into the center. Okay, so now this thing is secure, it's not going anywhere, so now we can begin arranging. I always like to add like a healthy base of greens to my vase first. So today I only have Salal. I usually like to work with like two different textures, but today I only have one greenery, but that's okay. I've got lots of flowers. I'm just going to green up the perimeter of my vase and then fill in my holes at the top. Do one. So yes, guys, so it is a little bit after Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day was insane. So now I'm just going to start greening up the top of my arrangement here. Once I green up the perimeter all the way around. And what I really like about this cage is that, again, it's an excellent floral foam alternative. Only thing about it though is that you really have to heavily green it because you really don't want to see your mechanics. So we're going to start with just a nice base of greens. I think that this is a good place to start. Notice how there are still holes because I want there to be space to actually add flowers in. So I just left some space there. All right, guys, so now we are going to start adding in, I think I'm going to do the roses first just because they're like my focal flower. And today I've got these beautiful purple roses. I also have like, I've got one of these peachy roses, and I like this one because it kind of looks like a garden rose, even though it's not. It's just a regular standard rose. And then I've got these big, beautiful, oh, okay. I've got these big, beautiful spray roses. And I thought that these would fill up a nice, good chunk of space here. So yeah, I think I'm going to start by clustering just like my roses in the center of my arrangement here. Start with doing two on one side, one on the other. So just a quick little announcement, guys. For those of you who don't know, I will be participating in the Philadelphia Flower Show again for the second year in a row. I'm going to be teaming up with the Black Girl Florist group, and we are going to be making another big installation piece. This is actually a huge deal. I don't know where you guys are from, but in my area in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, the flower show is like one of the bigger events that we have in our state. And people fly in from like all over the country. Like, I'm not just hyping this up for no reason, guys. Like, people fly in from all over the world to come to the Philadelphia Flower Show. So as a florist, this is like a huge break for me. This is an amazing opportunity. So I am very excited to be doing this yet again for the second year in a row. I do hope that one day, like as a solo florist, I can do a big installation piece, but just right now in this moment in time, I personally just don't have a team. Like when I do events by myself, it's literally me, my sister, sometimes my boyfriend comes. I'll even call in my grandmother. If you didn't see my Philadelphia Flower Show video from 2023, definitely go check that out. In that video, I take you guys behind the scenes of us creating our installation. Then I also share with you guys a video of just going through like the whole show itself. So I highlight everyone's exhibits. It's like 2 weeks of just like hauling things, creating, designing. It's a lot of work for the florists and everyone involved. So it's a huge deal. I'm very excited to be a part of this yet again for another year. All right, so now I'm gonna start adding in some carnations, and I'm gonna be placing these just a little bit lower in my arrangement because I want them to not necessarily be the focal, but just to kind of hide some of those big gaps. We'll start with 3. And whenever I'm placing things, guys, I always like to place things in triangles. So if I place one here, so I've got 1, 2, and we'll add a third one back there. The theme this year is Unity in Flowers. So with that being said, we had to, as a group, come up with how we can unify ourselves as florists through flowers, but also as a group. Like, what does Unity in Flowers mean to Black girl florists? All right, so now that we are building out this side, I'm going to start to add 2 pieces of stock coming out on this side just to give it a little bit of balance. Okay, and I do still have these really pretty like mauvey dusty mums, and I really like these, so I'm gonna start incorporating these into the design. So I see a spot where these would look good. I'm flipping around. Got 2 over here. I have 1 more of this stock. I'm gonna place that right here. Okay, now I do have 1 more spray rose, and I'm gonna put him on in this corner right here just because there's really nothing going on right here, and I want there to be beauty on every side of my arrangement here. Like no matter where you sit, there will be something beautiful to look at. So another announcement I wanted to make, I am going to be releasing snippets of my Florist Academy videos on my YouTube channel. So I'm going to condense all my Florist Academy videos to be about like, I would say 5 minutes long, just so that way you guys can get an idea of like what I offer in my Florist Academy program here on YouTube. And I think this will just be a really good way for you guys to kind of get like a preview of each of the videos without having to fully commit to them. So I'm doing this because I want more members. I have some really great videos out there. There's a lot of great content that I have on my Florist Academy tab here. My Florist Academy program is an excellent way for you to get started as a designer. So if you are looking to potentially pursue floral design as a career, but you like don't have any previous history or background doing floral design, the Florist Academy is a great cheap way to actually get yourself started. So I have 50 Florist Academy videos out now, but each of the videos is about, I would say, anywhere from like 10 to 30 minutes long. I list all the flowers that you're going to need for each video in the beginning of the video. So that's like one thing that I've been working on as well. I would expect to see those videos start to surface, I would say probably in like March or April, just because like March I've got the flower show. April's kind of a slower month for me, so I'm probably gonna have that up for April, but things to think about. Okay, so I've got this one really beautiful, what is it called, orchid stem phalaenopsis, and I'm gonna have this come out right there. I feel like this would be the perfect spot for an orchid to lay. Ooh, yes, that's very nice. I think that's exactly what that needed, just a little bit of a lift. Something about me is that I love content creating. I'm always like trying to figure out different ways that I can make videos, different ways that I can just share my overall like talent and ideas. So 2024, I have this idea of coming out with a coloring book. It's going to be like a flower identification coloring book. So I'm going to have like the names of the flowers, the colors that you typically see them in. It's kind of like a suggestion. And then like a big outline picture of the flower so that way you can color it in. So I do have this up already. It's on my Amazon storefront page, and I'm really excited to actually have been releasing this book because it took me so long to put this together. Like, I've probably been working on this coloring book for the last 6 months. Why a coloring book? Because I read that coloring books do really well on Amazon. It's like one of the most sold things. So I figured, like, why not? I'm all about making money. So I created a flower identification coloring book. So this flower identification coloring book has 25 different flowers that you can color in. I am coming out with a volume 2, but I just kind of wanted to see how volume 1 would do before I like put all my time and effort into volume 2. No, I did not outline and create any of these drawings, unfortunately, but they are beautiful and I do recommend you go check it out. All right, guys, so now I'm going to be adding in some of this purple wax flower throughout my design. And I really like wax flower because not only does it smell absolutely amazing, but it just looks like a nice high-end filler flower. I don't like baby's breath. Oh, in addition to the coloring books, I also came out with 2 notebook designs as well. So as you're like, going through life and you need a journal, I came out with some lined notebooks. So I just designed the cover. I did design the covers myself, and then the inside is lined. So it's like a journal, so you can write in it, you can take notes in it. For my Florist Academy students, this could be a really good way to keep all your notes all in one place. As you can see, guys, I'm kind of busy. Like, I'm always on my computer. I'm always trying to come up with different ways and avenues to make more income. If you yourself have like ideas that you kind of want to put together in a book, try making an Amazon FBA book, guys. I put my Florist Academy book on there, and I get like anywhere from like $300 to $500 a month just selling my book on Amazon, guys. I think what the key is that like everyone's on Amazon and everyone trusts Amazon. If you have this ability to write or this ability to create things and to design, like me, I went to graphic design school for years. So I kind of have this, I have this like way of doing things that I like, and I know how to create. So I decided to utilize that talent and make some books. So you too also have a talent, I'm always encouraging people, make books in things that you are very knowledgeable in. Try to get a graphic designer. You can hire one on Fiverr or Upwork and produce a book, guys. Make some extra money in 2024. I really love how this turned out. I love the colors. These colors together are awesome. To me, I actually got all the color inspiration from this particular orchid because it's got the purples, the tans, the yellows, the creams. I really just love that. So I hope you enjoyed this video today. Don't forget to give it a like, comment, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, and I will come out with more videos like this. Follow me on Instagram, and I will see you all soon with another video. Bye!